GST, which was originally the brainchild of Dr. Manmohan Singh, as part of the evolving of the economy when the UPA was in power. It was the UPA government's resolve to bring about a uniform tax, a simplified tax structure for goods and services, which will not be a burden on the people, but which will be uniform, simple to implement, and will bring in certain revenues to the government, both at the center and also in the state. That was the intention. And they had formed a GST council, which involved the central government and also some state ministers. And they were doing a good job in evolving a good GST structure that could be easily implementable and which would be simple. Then in 2014, the Modi government had come in. And when they came in, one of the biggest blunders, historical blunders that the government had done was the sudden implementation of the demonetisation. If you all look back in 2016 November, the way, the hardships that the demonetisation caused, it, as Dr. Manmohan Singh had spoken and mentioned in the Rajya Sabha, it certainly brought down the GDP by a good 2%, by affecting businesses. It especially affected the rural working class, it affected agriculture, it affected small and medium businesses. All in all, it was a disaster to the economy. I think in order to compensate for that faulty decision, what the Modi government did was the hasty implementation of the GST in April 2017. Now, again, to talk about Dr. Manmohan Singh's words in hindsight, what he said was, we would have implemented it in a proper manner after doing a proper study of how it should be implemented. So the implementation of GST by the Modi government in 2017 was a hasty decision whose implementation was faulty and which again caused a lot of hardships, especially for the compliance by small and medium businesses. And if you did not comply, you were punished very harshly. There were a lot of fines. So this definitely affected the overall economy very badly. Now, if you look at what happened subsequently, because in the next 6 years after it got implemented, they changed they altered the provisions 900 times. Different circulars were issued. All this, how many times they've changed, it's all mentioned in the circular, which shows that to rectify the wrongs in a hastily implemented GST policy, they had to keep clarifying, keep issuing new circulars, keep rectifying some of the provisions that were made